back in the game, boys. I
All
think.
right. We will cross our fingers and hope.
Yes.
So, what we're going to do this time around is, once again, same picks and bans up until the point of contention, which thankfully we were alerted very, very early on, was that new. So, once we get around to Mensis picking up the Jinx for the 4th time in a row, Graceful Tank gets to pick a new champion, and then it will all be new picks and bans from there. So we'll see the same picks, and on the top side, Mighty, I get a medal! Wait, hold on. What did I do? I did nothing wrong. Everything's perfect. Everything is fine.
Oh,
Better TV isn't working. Well, I guess you just have to watch this channel right here. Oh, I should probably switch to the picks and bans page so you guys can see that. There we go.
Okay. Social Bun, they haven't banned Jinx yet. I wonder why.
Social Bun, that is, they have not. And so we'll be showing up in game number 4. Maybe if they lose this one, they will decide to throw a ban on that. This is something I do want to talk about for potentially game number 3. If Cho'Gath Eats the World wins game 2 again, do you decide as League of Hunters in game number 3 to say, that's it, we're not going to ban any mid laners, let Vel'Koz pick whoever he wants, we're going to target ban other people instead?
No, because the only way they've won is even then, still through Vel'Koz, his Aurelion Soul 10 and 3. He was the only one who was above 1 kill from positive. He and Fear 1 are the carries on the team. That's the thing. Now, Graceful Tank has done a very good job. However, Vel'Koz in particular, but Fear 1 on that Fiddlesticks too, just absolutely dominated.
It's true.
So they can't afford to give him any more mid laners. And Fear 1, hopefully they manage to ban away that Fiddlesticks, because that was dirty.
Alright, so League of Hunters trading things up a little bit, putting a Shyvana in the game in the jungle. 037 grabbing that for now, as Taco Air on a Morgana, potentially in the mid lane, but we may see it also being the support for this team.
Yeah, you've heard about drunken boxing, but have you heard about high boxing? Anyway, so Xerath in the mid lane.
Second time.
Taking that a second time. Did well for him in the past. We'll see if he can carry with it again.
I kind of like the Morgana build picked into that, because the Black Shield will avoid a lot of the stuns that Xerath can throw out. And one of the things they've been having issues with is getting picked off when they're engaged upon. So we'll see if League of Hunters, with that Black Shield, has something else to bring to the table, as an Ashe banned away by Cho'Gath Eats the World.
Tico Air, I'm assuming this is going to be a bot lane Morgana. I'm hoping so, because we're hoping to see Tico Air on somebody he can really just carry with, and Morgana ain't that. She just isn't. She's not a highlight reel type champion. You either land the binding or you don't. You either press R and walk forward or you don't. There's not a lot to her. You can win with her, but we're looking for pop-off.
Alright, this is the big question. The jungle for Fear 1 was able to win on the Fiddlesticks, was able to win, I believe, on Pike. This guy is very versatile in the jungle. We'll see what he decides to pick up for game number 2 of the finals. Is it going to be the Mumu? Salic, where are you? You need to be in here and watch this.
So, what we see here is yet again a team fight composition. So I was talking to some of the players in between, and they were just asking me, team strength and such, and I told them, I pointed this out every single game. The people who lost because they didn't play to their win condition. It wasn't necessarily bad plays or uneven players. There was some of that. But for the most part, we've had pretty even, consistent teams across the board. No incredible standout performer that goes, oh yeah, these guys are obviously going to the last game because they're just head and shoulders above everybody else mechanically. That hasn't really happened this year. The people have lost because they did not play in a macro sense toward their win condition. Team fighting teams that didn't try and team fight. Split push comps that grouped up in mid. Same problems. All
right, well, League of Hunters has given themselves a bit of a 1-3-1 composition, Varus, Viger, Morgana, very strong as a solid unit. Shyvana, very good on the split push because as soon as she's in danger, just ults over a wall and speeds herself away. Alawi as well, we saw in the last game, able to 1v1 fine, potentially even 1v2. We'll see if they play to that win condition or if they get wrapped up in using those team fights, which with Soraka as a support pick from Team Cho'Gath Eats the World, that is perfect for your team fights. I mean, you couldn't get any more team fight than an Amumu, Jinx, Sion. I mean, all of these champions are so good in a 5v5 situation.
Yeah. Xerath a little bit not kind of what you want to see in a full team composition built around team fighting, but still viable. You can definitely hit the back line with his Qs. His ultimate can be used, you walk away and then you start firing ults into the back line. He's a howitzer. So definitely a potential for team fighting, and of course Soraka, who's actually a lane bully. People play her passively, but she's totally a lane bully and needs to be played as such. Now, I will be interested to see. Cho'Gath Eats the World has been relying on this Taric pick every single game, and that's something I wanted to point out. Khaleesi has been playing this beautifully. Those ults have saved team fights. I want to see how they do without it.
All right, a little bit of a different look for them. Let's go ahead and roll through the players and the champions for game number 2 of the finals. Flowers of Edo taking Alawi in the top lane for League of Hunters. II, as it has been confirmed. 037 taking the Shyvana in the jungle. Taco, Air, or Taco, however you want to say it. Vigar in the mid lane. Pitchy Cake with the Morgana as a support. And Insane Butters on the Varus in the bottom lane carry role.
And for Team Cho'Gath Eats the World, we've got Menace on Jinx in the bottom lane ADC role. We've got Graceful Tank on Sion in the top lane. We've got Velkush on Xerath in the mid lane. Fear 1 on Amumu in the jungle. And Khaleesi rounding it out with Soraka in the bottom lane supportive role.
One of the things I like about these supports, though, in most of these games, it's very classic since the beginning of this season to take Ignite. And most of these supports have been going for the exhaust. So they really are playing that support the AD carry and try to make sure that they're protected whenever somebody goes for an engage, rather than taking that Ignite, going aggressive, trying to either get kills or kill somebody, rather than just doing the kill and protection.
Yeah, the thing is, I think of a support almost as like the clip for the ADC. It's like giving him more ammunition in order to deal out damage. The problem is you have a really, in all of these games so far, you've had a really big amount of ammunition to a squirt gun. I mean, the ADCs have not been doing their work. So having a super supportive ADC, or a super supportive support, rather.
Support.
Yeah, a supportive support.
What was the Ashe game that was 0-0 and 4? That was a supportive ADC.
Yeah. I've played the supportive ADC before, but having a super supportive support on an ADC who's not really playing ADC, not necessarily the best allocation of resources. However, the Taric has been played very well, specifically by Cho'Gath Eats the World. And I do have to give Insane Butters credit. He has played this Varus fairly well. So we'll see if he can get himself another advantage in the bot lane, and then turn himself into a relative, because you're going to be reliant really on the Varus to kill these tanks. Amumu and Sion don't go down easily to Vigar. Shyvana and Alawi have sort of an ability to kill them, but really it's the percentage health damage from Varus, and then the percentage missing health damage from Varus that's going to execute the Amumu and the Sion. And once those are done, then you can kind of collapse onto the back line, kill the Jinx, kill the Xerath. But you need Varus to shred down the front line first.
And to that effect, both of these front lines from Cho'Gath Eats the World are really good into a Varus, simply because they're engaged, can't be stopped. Once Amumu lands one of those bandage tosses, you're stunned. You can't do anything until he arrives next to you. Same thing with a Sion. When he's ulting in, if he finds you, you can hit him with a Varus ult if you want, that it's not going to stop him. He's going to slam into you, he's going to knock you up, and even Snare, he can still land his Q as well. So both of these can just slam right through the Varus chain and not care about it.
Quite so. Varus chain, though, does have the ability to turn around team fights, because what it can do is you can land a skill shot on the front line, and it's really easy to lose track of it in team fights.
Yes.
So then you end up with a snare that lands on the front line and suddenly catches the back line out of position. The front line is unsnared now, and they're moving forward, but they have no support from their damage, and they get knocked down that way. I've seen it happen so many times before.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, League of Hunters versus Team Cho'Gath Eats the World. Game number 2 for the finals. If Cho'Gath Eats the World this game, it will be match point against League of Hunters. We'll see if they can pull it out in game number 2, though. League of Hunters, they looked so strong in games 1 and 2 that they played today, taking down the third-time finalists from Dank Memes, taking them out, and now find themselves in the finals down 1 game already.
Anyway, so now we've got, once again, passive starts. I'm waiting to see something bold from level 1. Mix it up. I'm expecting teams to get a little bit complacent. If you look toward the bottom side of the map, there's nobody standing in that tri-brush. There's the potential to do that back wraparound and catch somebody out. That's not necessarily...
Well, we got a moment here. I will say that on stream, we've actually watched a team of 5 walk all the way through here on blue side, get to this bush, flash over, then walk through the jungle where it's all dark until coming around into the blue side bush here and engaging a fight, and they walked away with 2 kills. So sometimes 5 flashes or 4 flashes can make it worthwhile, but most of the time it's not.
Yeah.
And when you've got $600 on the line and a finalist, maybe not worth it.
Maybe. Still would be awesome. That'd make the highlight reel no matter what.
That would be pretty fantastic. All right, Graceful Tank, once again on the side on the top side. We'll see after C3 on this. Soraka does, again, that Tormented Soil start from Morgana, going to try to get as much gold as possible on that supportive item, as Soraka lands a Q on both members. I played Soraka a little bit. It's not a easy skill to land, and I'm surprised he got on the both already.
Yeah, the primary way you want to land that skill shot is it has nothing to do with actually aiming at the person, it's aiming what they're aiming for. You realize that the ADC is going to be going for CS every time it's low. The most powerful Soraka's either... Hold on, we've got a little bit of a fight in the top. Flowers of Edo really taking a lot of damage against Graceful Tank, taking this trade. He's got the tentacle on his side, and Graceful Tank is out of CDs, so... Alright. An uneven trade in the favor of, not in the favor of Alawi as she was expected, even though she was the one who initiated. Flowers of Edo getting pushed in now. Khaleesi doing a fairly decent job of landing those harassments. And speaking of which, the Xerath is doing an excellent job of landing all of his Qs. Flowers of Edo taken very low, but Graceful Tank is overextended. He has flash and is forced to use it. Yeah, I don't know if he necessarily needed to, simply because there wasn't any CC gonna come through from Flowers of Edo or the Shyvana ganking in, and Alawi might be in trouble here, to be honest. She's a little bit low, and while it isn't a Mumu in the jungle, and you don't have to necessarily worry about that too much, Graceful Tank out of mana.
Sion just gonna walk right in,
Into
start
the
some auto
minions.
attacks, and the nice slam from Light. Whoa, the tentacle slap as well. First blood goes to Flowers of Edo. Second time playing this champion, obviously comfortable on it, and wins the 1v1 once again.
Yeah, that's the thing, you have to watch the minions. I've mentioned this in a couple of games before, particularly in top lane. Oh, wait, Fear 1.
Oh, Banish Shots lands, and that's into the stun, and beautiful play from the side of Cho'Gath Eats the World. Banish Toss straight into the stun. The CC chain felt just perfect to take out the Vigor this early on as well. So kill for kill. This shows why these two teams are in the finals against each other.
Yep. You have to watch the minions. That's the main... This could really tilt this top lane matchup. Graceful Tank was doing quite excellent in that matchup. However, at this point, he might find himself facing a bit of a deficit come level 6 when Alawi really takes
Mumu's
over.
coming around the corner. Will he engage? I'm going to jump back down here. It looks like he'll just walk in, say hi, and then walk away.
Yeah, he's a level down. That's probably not the fight he wants.
In the top lane, Flowers of Edo still little bit low on mana, but keeps the aggression up regardless on that Scion, dropping him lower and lower and lower. No teleport, no flash. Another stun onto Vygar, drops him about third.
Yeah, the harass coming down onto Graceful Tank. Keep in mind, Alawi has not backed since getting that kill and has once again pushed the Scion in. That's going to be even more tentacles spawning out. Graceful Tank's going to be in a pretty rough spot here if he gets hit by too much more. He's running out of mana.
Another, whoo!
He might die.
Scion needs to play it safe. With Alawi backing away, it looks like he will survive, though just barely. He is moving forward. Alawi decides to go through the recall. So Shyvana, though, coming from behind. We could see a potential engage, but Scion looking like he's going to recall, so we'll be able to get away for now.
Yeah, the poke lane, Pikachu actually taking the W and looks to be maxing and doing a pretty decent job poking these people out. Khaleesi landing that double shot and keeping people topped off. However, that's another hit with the W. Wow.
Good
well
attempt
played.
by the Mumu. Fear 1. Not quite landing.
Just like, cease guys, don't mind me.
Just gonna walk away. It's cool. It's cool. Peachy Cake on the bottom side finds a dart binding onto the Jakes. They're dropping her low. Insane Butters gets some good damage, but a nice heal from Soraka keeps her alive. She used her own heal as well, so that means that they are forced back underneath their own turret. Soraka still has exhaust, and both bottom laners have flash. The pressure from League of Hunters is starting to mount on the bottom side.
Yeah, definitely playing this bottom lane out much more like it's supposed to be played. Not having an assassin in the jungle is definitely improving their confidence. Amumu's visited bot side 2-3 times now, but he hasn't found any ganks. Good wards, as well as, really, if Amumu can't solo gank. If he goes in by himself, he's probably gonna die. He doesn't have the tankiness to deal with that kind of stuff yet.
Wow, Graceful Tank just continuing to harass down and still ends up getting those tentacles spawning around, slapping him down. As a very large champion, it's so hard to dodge those tentacles when they go to hit. Their hitbox is pretty decent size, and you being a large body makes it all the easier for them to hit you.
Yeah, the biggest issue for him right now is the way Flowers Ito is playing this is he's shoving in the lane so that he's given the Scion an ultimatum. Farm or don't take damage.
Oh, the flash for Flowers Ito. He wants to finish off, but he misses the Q. Doesn't get the heal, and he's going to be slowed down. Doesn't escape the tower range for now. Graceful Tank with no mana decides to go back underneath the center. It's a huge wave here. Flowers Ito finds the Spirit. Gonna get a slam with the tentacle though. The tower turns on. It's gonna be hitting Flowers Ito once more. Graceful Tank is so low. Just a sliver of how the tentacle's gonna spawn, and the slap comes down, allowing stuck around just long enough to pick up a second kill on the top side. Fear 1 harassed out of his own jungle. He's going to be running away as Go Air gets a little bit of damage on Velkush.
Oh, the ultimate is available.
0-3-7. Shyvana comes in. That's level 7 on the Xerath as well. He heals, trying to get back. Flash as well. Nice stun. Shyvana plays long enough, but she flashes forward to get a kill herself with that red buff. Make it at 3-1. League of Hunters coming back.
Alawi is taking over the top lane. 2-0, 42 CS to 36. Really in a strong spot right now. She's got almost all of a Black Cleaver to the, wow, the Ruby Gem from the Scion coming through.
He was a poor boy. He had no items, boy.
Yeah, that's not happy. And this lane is probably going to go pretty far south, as Alawi's already effectively dived him under his turret. I am liking the way that they're managing to poke through this sustain lane. That's not usually something you end up seeing winning. That means they're playing very well. Focusing most of the poke onto the Soraka, as they should be doing, and dodging out on those Qs. Very well played. Now, Khaleesi, what she needs to be doing is start aiming at Insane Butters. As he goes up for this minion, he's stunned. He's effectively stunned as soon as he shoots the auto attack. So throwing that Q down when he's walking forward, you actually win that trade. Hold on, Fear 1.
Flowers Ito gonna find Fear 1 as well. The bad shot's there. Uses the ultimate on 2. Amumu's dropped so low. Amumu uses the ultimate though to stun up the Alana for a moment. She still gets the kill regardless. 3, Tentacles slapping down, takes out the moment. She is 3-0 and feeling fine. Gets a little bit more slapping on Sion as he's back underneath his own turret. Once again, that's where he's living. May as well build an apartment complex there because he ain't leaving anytime soon.
Yeah, now Flowers Vito has been feeding in a number of the games that we've seen him, but has he uncorked it in this final game?
Ooh, nice burst from Velcrush on the mid lane.
Yes, he has.
Velcrush, graceful tank is under 100, needs to dodge out on the tentacles, escapes one tentacle, second one spawns, but it doesn't matter because Shyvana is here. 037 takes the kill, and League of Hunters is decimating so far, 3,000 gold in the lead.
And the thing is they're winning across the map. Now Vygar is he's Vygar into Vel'Koz, but not Vel'Koz, the Xerath. But he's still up in CS. While he is down one death, he did end up getting an assist. So he's not far down in his lane. And everyone's winning. It's not just top lane.
Jinx forced to flash away as a nice dark binding from the TK. Would have been able to get in. Mumu waiting, uses the Bandage Toss a little bit early, and he is going to be snared up as well. Jinx is getting a nice W, slowing the TK on the way out, using the rockets effectively. Going for the Super Mega Death Rocket for the heal from Varus.
There's only been 3.
Get out.
There have only been 3 Super Mega Death Rockets landed in this series. You know how many times Jinx has been played?
Every game.
I've been counting.
Well, every game that Mensis has been in. Mumu coming back though. Does that Bandage Toss, but it's a little bit off to the side. Vygar here though, he's gonna find his son. That should be the death of the Jinx. Not much to do there. Exhausted a little bit overkill. Dark Binding just missing Soraka's feet. Fear 1 back underneath the turret. Soraka trying to throw down a last little bit of heal. Gets a Bandage Toss underneath the turret. This is a teleport coming in from the Sion. Is he going to want to engage in a 1v3? He goes in, gets a nice knock-up, looking for anything that he can do. But it doesn't look like he can do much besides run away and maybe go down. Shield will keep him alive though, so he'll get back underneath the turret and live. That's a teleport, ult, and everything else burned for nothing. And Shyvana picks up Ocean as well.
That's solo first turret gold up to Alawi. We didn't even shout that out because of the fight in the bottom lane. Yeah.
Shyvana coming into the mid lane, uses the smite to get the slow onto the Xerath. Ults in as well. Velcrush has a pretty good amount of health though, so he'll be able to walk away. Just harass him.
Yeah, he did end up burning the heal for the extra movement speed to get out of that though, so it is still Summoner Spell expended, and Tico Air is in kill range if he can drop a Q and an ultimate onto the Xerath.
Doesn't have ult though, yet.
He does? Oh yeah.
It's on cooldown. Graceful tank in the top lane has not been graceful so far this game. 0-3. Taking a couple more tentacle slaps as well. And I think he's going to fall with one more. Oh, Velcrush with a nice fight earlier. He's able to knock Vygar down. I think it was just the initial burst. And then uses that ultimate to pick him off as well. Sion escapes on the top side. However, sliver of health forced back once again, recalling in his own base this time. Just trying to get away from the pressure of this 3-0-1 Alawi. I think in game number 3, Alawi's getting banned.
Yeah, so the thing is, I don't think that Alawi really has. There's nothing that you can shut her down.
That's the TV.
Who's gonna come top and deal with the Alawi? It's going to be. Is it gonna be a Mumu? He's gonna. Oh, look, Amumu's going in, and we saw how this ended last time. This is 2 kills before, and Amumu is going to fall again. Wait, no, he manages to flash out, but still, Flowers Vito out of mana.
Chases him down, but is this going to be the turn kill? And Vel'Koz snipes it away, picks it up. Good for him to get that shutdown gold. 600 gold to him as well. Fear 1! Okay, alright. Alright. I'm not sure what Cho'Gath Eats the World is doing this game, but that's going to be Mumu giving over a 3 kills. 7 kills to 3. League of Hunters have decided that time to take Kitty gloves off and go all in game number 2.
Yeah, this is becoming Cho'Gath Feeds the World today.
Yes.
Curing world hunger. Anyway, so now Khaleesi going to try and stop this 1v everybody. Now Jinx coming in, but is going to clear the turret. 037 running out.
Oh, nice flash from Soraka. Gets her out of the stun from Vygar, but needs to play it safe. Mumu goes in, and that is Morgana dropping. So nice kill back to Cho'Gath the World. Shyvana off to the side, has the Red Buff as well, taking Gronk down. Should be able to pick it up, smites it away as well. Sion coming around from the side though. This could be the pincer move. Unstoppable force will come slamming into a wall as he misses completely, but the bandage shots from Mumu won't. He's trying to get in position. 3-man ultimate super mega death rocket picks up one. Velcon's picking up the second one, and Snowbath Eats the World is consuming League of Hunters. They needed this fight. Xerath poking out onto the Varus, drops him low, but hasn't been able to pick up the kill just yet. Flowers of Edo zone
You
back
don't want
and
this
forth.
fight.
He's dealt with this before, however, he's got several members jinxing him to the side as well.
Has
Mumu
ult.
here on top of it. That's ult on 2 members, slamming down tentacle on top of tentacle, burning through, but they avoid those tentacles. They get out, leave the AoE, the damage, and the range for Jinx. She's able to walk away with the kill, and the kills have been tied up to Jinx.
Yeah, kills tied up, but you have to look at where the gold is. Velkush once again 6-1 to his team. His team only has one other kill, and Jinx KS that one with a rocket. So he literally has the team on his back for the 3rd time. Will he be able to carry it out? We shall see if he can outdo Tico Air's carrying. But right now, it's Flowers of Edo who has the team on his back. And will he be able to find those 2v1s? He's been able to do that, but when they add a 3rd member or he runs out of mana, then he's going to have an issue.
Mensa split pushing. Again, but he backs away wisely this time. Says, alright, I got a little bit of damage. Oh no, he's going back. Alright, anyway, never mind. We'll see what goes on. I love the chat, guys. Lead Kush and Kush we believe. Kush for President 2020. We'll find out as 3 members from Cho'Gath Eats the World hanging out here in the mid lane. Amumu in the jungle could defend the top side. Shyvana's up there pushing. There's the pings for Sion to return up there. He's going straight tank. Has his Sunfire Cape as well. We'll see if that tankiness will pay off in the long run, because at this point, anything that keeps him from dying is an absolute must.
Oh, that's it.
Whoa, nice flash from the Xerath, gets him out alive. The heals from Soraka as well. Is he going to be able to move them?
That's 5 hits.
Wait. Oh, no, that was Velkush that used to heal. Okay, Velkush used to heal to save Soraka. They're able to get out and hold underneath the turret for the moment, as 037 going to be knocked up. The ult slowed down, hasn't been able to make it out just yet. Fear 1 here.
There's no damage here.
Shyvana, nice vantage shots from the move, holding things close, as well as the ult from Sion to get the knock up. Same Butters knocked down, and Velkush, we believe, as he takes that Varus out, and they continue to build the mid lane turret. Khaleesi very low, but still remains.
Yeah. Tico Air looking for that ultimate. Jinx stunned up, and it will will fall. Okay, I was gonna say, if she doesn't die, there's gonna be a problem here. But really, nobody is in a carry position from the side of League of Hunters.
Oh, League of Hunters.
Yeah.
I was about to point out the 7-1-1 Velkush, who once again puts his team on his back. It's kind of like, TSM with Bjergsen. You just, try not to feed and let your mid laner do all the work. As Vygar presses R.
100 gold for that shutdown, Jake. That is now a fed Vygar plus an extra 100 global gold. That's a 900 gold just spoon-fed into his inventory. Have you ever played against a Vygar and gone, I really enjoy interactive gameplay. I like the point-and-click death spell. It was even worse when he had DFG, but it's still pretty obscene now. Flowers of Edo, they're moving on to that Infernal Drake. There's no jungler in the area.
037. Amumu is here for a moment. He may be looking at and trying to go for the Infernal, but in the meantime allowing it the ult down, but it's only onto Sion. Amumu goes in, finds the ultimate onto 2. There's the allowing, trying to finish off what he can. Jinx shoots rocket from the side, dropping the members of League of Hunters low. They've already lost 2. The Vygar stun finds 2 as well. And he's going to pick up a double kill on top of that, so that should be Infernal Drake over to League of Hunters. As they say, you thought this game was a comeback, well, we'll just show you where it's at.
Okay, so you want to know why they lost that? See Velkush? See how he's at full mana, full health, hasn't actually done anything yet? That's because he was dead when they started that fight.
The tower, one more shot! To go air will fall to the mid lane turret. The nice stun from Velkush, able to help pick him off. 8-2 and 1. Ult's gonna be wasted, but still getting a revenge kill in the mid lane before that first tier turret falls. Still, 4,000 gold lead for League of Hunters. They're feeling good, but they have a ways to go yet before the game is finished. Rift Herald on the map, they could rotate to try to pick it up.
Yeah, the main thing is that League of Hunters managed to pick up that Infernal Drake. That's a big deal on the scaling champion that is Vigar.
Yes.
Also, Varus really likes that because he's going the hybrid attack speed build, so he's getting both AP and AD, and so he uses both sides of that buff. Very, very strong on both of them. Velkush just picking up all of the gold in the jungle because he's the only one using it.
League of Hunters a little late. Baron's gonna consume the Rift Herald where he was standing, so will not be available for either team to try to pick up, as red buff is gonna go over to Varus to the side of League of Hunters. So they could try to keep this 1-3-1 going, or they could just team fight. They're in a pretty good position when it comes to gold. Vigar is about to get his death tap to add to that Luton's Echo. He will have an insane amount of damage. Mumu goes to the mid lane. They find the Varus. He's so completely out of position. And the Cho'Gath eats the world. Goes through 2. Vigar presses R. Kills the Mumu. Gets 1 in trade. So that's a 2-for-1. And now Cho'Gath eats the world with the full minion wave. Push down the mid lane.
No.
And Vigar says, I can clear the wave. It's cool.
Oh. They don't have
Velkush
Vigar
says,
anymore.
I can clear the Vigar. I'll grab the double buffs as well. And the Jinx is going to start not using rockets on the turret. As 037 in the top lane trying to split push up there. The Scion has finally gotten tanky enough that he can handle some of this split push damage. He is looking to just clear the wave out. Forces Shyvana off of it. Second tier, mid-tier falls. League of Hunters back where they started from.
Really, I'm very surprised they didn't go for the inhibitor there, because you have your 2 people on the side lanes. That's 8 seconds to get back to base. They had a full minion wave.
Oh, they might be engaging on Alawi though. They've got the CCJ. Take her out. That is her 3rd death of the game. So, Cho'Gath eats the world. Struggled early, but coming back again.
They're
this
rotating.
Team composition and the team cohesion. We talked about it between games 1 and 2. The cohesion from this team is so good.
Incoming Goon Squad. And so Shyvana senses
Pieces
that,
out.
runs away. She doesn't want none of this. So right now, we've got 12 and 2 Velkush, and everyone else who provides CC for Velkush to land his spells. It's Bjergsen and 4 wards, guys. This is Team Solo Mid.
Alright.
Tico Air?
Yeah. Oh, nice little burst onto Mumu. He just kind of wanders around in the circle, never quite getting stunned. I've seen that so many times though. People kind of walk back and forth, and then when they think the wall's about to go down, they walk into it, the wall drops, but they're still stunned for the entire duration of the stun. So, Fear 1, despite losing a little bit of health, will just pop some potions and heal right back up. As 3 members of League of Hunters continue to hold the mid lane. It's the 1-3-1 we were talking about.
Wow.
But Insane Butters, again, getting chunked out. Time and time again. He's just in a bad position.
No, it's just 1 spell from the Xerath. How do you play against that? He's so strong. Also, for those of you who don't remember the change to Amumu, his passive now increases magic damage and gives it
Oh! Vigar pressed his R. Amumu was on the map, Amumu was no longer on the map. But now that it's down, they might be able to burst out Insane Butters. The ultimate started from the Xerath, but he's going to be exhausted stun. He misses the stun because of the jump forward from Morgana. She's going to be able to chain up Jinx, get the stun down as well. And the chain trying to carry over. Varus picks up 2. That's going to be 3 down very quickly for Cho'Gath eats the world. The game right back in the hands of League of Hunters as they are now 4,000 golden lead. 3 kills up, double Drakes could turn to Baron, but instead they're just going to keep that split push going.
Yep. So, basically the way they need to play this is just flash their support right into the middle of the enemy team. That seemed to work.
Try it again.
Credit to the Morgana in that moment. Very well played. She didn't surrender.
Alawi ult on 2 members, getting those tentacle slams down, lots of shield. They backed away though from those initial tentacles.
Wait,
goes
what
right
are you
back
doing?
In. 3
What
more
are you
tentacles
doing?
to slap him down. He uses the ult though, CCs her, not able to get much more. Super Mega Death Rocket drops her a little bit lower, but in the meantime, Shyvana takes the top lane 2nd tier turret, so it's fine, and we'll be able to continue to play this objective game, which is weird because we thought Cho'Gath was the objective team. Now they're the teamfight team, and League of Hunters is playing objective as Insane Butters.
Insane Butters with the insane footwork. Come on, man. Nice sidesteps, keeps him alive despite taking the first 2 ultimate shots right in the kisser. Manages to just barely outstep the other ones, keeping himself alive. Well done.
But with all the members of League of Hunters backing, this is an opportunity for Joe Got These World to try to go for Baron. They're not one that rushes Baron very quickly. They've had plenty of opportunities to do so before, and they haven't gone yet because Jinx is solo farming in the top lane, and she's still down 20 farm in comparison to Varus. Ouch.
Yeah.
But
so
one
there is
item
a Drake
and a half
spawning.
to the 2
It is going
and
to
a half
be Cloud
items.
Drake, so no one cares.
No, yeah, I mean, Shyvana cares.
Shyvana does care. I'm not exactly sure why the half-dragon lady's job is to kill her family.
Well, because she's a half dragon.
But
So-
what is that? Mommy issues? Daddy issues?
Probably daddy issues.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. 037 on the run. Velkush not able to land anything.
What was that rocket? Sorry, I'm okay. I'm okay.
All right, well, 037 ulting away. I like the use of the splash by Jinx to hop the wall to join her team, as the rest of the members of League of Hunters are
I
going
didn't
to
see
kind
that.
of collect around.
I didn't need to see that.
Hey, don't say you didn't see that, say you don't need to see that. Amumu once again stuck in the stun pit if he takes a lot of first damage, dropped low. Not out just yet, Dark Binding, gonna miss by a hair. 5 members though. Cho'Gath beats the world, continuing to have the synergy as 5 when they group together. Soraka's gone. Amumu is ult 3 though. Can they hold him in place? And it's the time for Alawi to ult as well. Slam it down.
Alawi pops off.
Double kill for her. Varus picks up another one.
Velkush
Sion,
isn't done.
dead man, trying to run through. Velkush comes in as well. He's going to be able to clear the wave. It's good damage on Peachcake. Can he finish her off, though? That's the question. Trial on the top side, flashes forward, trying to get the last little snipe damage down. Won't be enough. Flower Speedo says, I got 1 blue, but I'll take the second one. Why not?
Yeah, he's also trying to get some health back. It's not really working, but...
It's an attempt. Velkush comes to the top side, finds a nice stun on the
He's out of mana, though.
Should be able to pick this kill up, unless the tower just says, I don't really care.
No.
Oh, Velkush! Last pixel! Sneaks it away. Win Drake will be picked up by Leagues of Hunters. This is such a good game, too. 8,000 gold lead for League of Hunters, but they're not out of it just yet.
You mean 6,000 gold lead for, oh wait, no.
Like 8,000.
No, 8,000 gold lead for League of Hunters. Remove Velkush from the equation,
Oh,
then
yes.
what do you have?
13-3. He's sitting on 13,000 gold total throughout the game. The next one that's even close is
8,000.
Vigar on the other team at 11,000.
Yeah. No, on his team, the next closest is 8,000 gold.
Not saying that Velkush is doing everything, but
Just a normal day at the gym. Do you even lift? Have you seen my team?
have you seen me 1v9? I am the Beardson for Cho'Gath Eats the World, as Velkush eating the world in this current one. Still, 8,000 gold lead for League of Hunters. Baron still on the map, no team running for it just yet. Hunters has had some really good ward though, so they've kept good vision on it, even through some of these team fights.
So, Insane Butter standing in one place. Not the best idea against the Vel'Koz who can basically one-shot you. Though I have to say, I'm surprised Velkush does not have a Zhonya's Hourglass yet. Oh, hold on. That did a substantial amount of damage onto that Amumu, who for some reason has built armor. 2 armor items against a team that is full AP. Well, not full AP, but oh. Wow. Velkush almost died. And that would have been Baron. Hold on, the team's collapsing onto...
Shyvana takes the top lane turret. Everyone else trying to run in, waiting for the bandage toss. Oh, nice ultimate. Just walks right through it. A little thumbs up at the end. Good ultimate from Shyvana to get out of that CC from Amumu.
Very well played. However, the team is
To
coming
make a
in.
death rocket, this is going to be a fight that Cho'Gath wants to have. But Alawi comes in. That's the Tentacle Slam, hitting 4 of them down. Maybe taking Amumu out as well. Alawi is literally taking everyone on. Huge heals as well, but finally is able to go
Wait,
down.
the inhibitor.
In the meantime, Shyvana's just hitting in every.
Yeah, she's got to run away. There's no way she can get that. But that was a 3v5, and they did manage to trade one back. And fortunately, it was the jungler. So with the Shyvana still up, they cannot take Baron. Well played. If there was one person you could have killed right there, that was the most important one to do.
in these, it's so weird because it feels like Cho'Gath Eats the World has a really good opportunity to win this game, and yet all it takes is Alawi ulting the entire team, and then you're like, oh, well, maybe not.
Well, all it takes is Velkush dying, and then the game's over.
This is pretty true. And same Butters, ooh, just getting outside of that stun.
I like to live on the edge. What are you doing?
Never mind. Yeah.
Oh, Tico Air.
The backside Tico Air. 2-man stun. 3-man. That is going to be blasting down Velkush, of course. The only one left alive, but he will drop as well. Shyvana getting a double kill as well as now being pushed down mid lane. There are pinks from blue team on the Baron. They may be able to rotate there. Amumu on the bottom side had to defend against the turret. So now Sion, the only one to be able to try to stop this.
So Cho'Gath Eats the World now knows how Hiroshima felt.
That's a nuke.
Yep. Alright, so now they have moved on to the Baron. They have the potential to kill it. They have no ADC alive, so this is going down a little slower than they would like. Alawi is here, but Amumu is over the wall. He jumps in. No, it is secured by the Shyvana.
But
well
he will hold 3 people in place for Sion to just walk right on by. He gets a little bit of knocked up, but just wanted to donate his life as well. So the rest of my team's dead. May as well join them as I'm a zombie. 27 kills to 20. League of Hunters now with Baron can push what they want, including that top lane with an open inhibitor.
Yeah, everyone in the chat is like, oh, that was so close. Nice job, Sion. That was an interesting ultimate. We'll give him that. Flowers of Edo looking like he wants to collapse down onto this Jinx, but nah. Just walks down there, kicks out the Scryer's Bloom, and decides I'm gonna go farm some waves.
Second Infernal Drake coming up in minute 22. League of Hunters, if they pick that up, they will be in such a good position. Vigar already 9, 7, and 12. Double Infernals will be massive. Alawi 6, 4, and 6, running that bruiser composition can do great damage.
Jinx steals away the blue buff.
With a zap.
With a zap. You should have thrown an emote right there. That was worth it.
Sorry, Varus.
The dabbing
better look
penguin,
next time.
Or the one that's tipping his hat.
Yeah, the tip of the hat. Thank you for leashing it for me. Graceful tank on the top side. Shyvana goes in. She's got Baron buff as well, so all the minions are continuing to beat the Sion down. But he's got
the sidestep.
Sidestep. And she dodges
members.
everything except for the bandage shot. Uses the ultimate as well, trying to walk away. 3 members of League of Hunters pushing in onto the
Butters,
inhibitor as well. Looking for it. See, Butters is burning down. He will eventually fall. He was trying to focus the inhibitor, then drops it down to half. Bitchy cake down low. In the meantime, there's still 2 members chasing on to Shyvana. She's just distracting her while the rest of the team is continuing to fight on the side. But I think this is still the end of Shyvana.
Maybe. Yeah, she's probably gonna get...
And finally, Mumu picks it up.
Yeah, and 5 seconds on the Drake. That's not what you want to see right before. We're not sure exactly what it's going to be. It is an Infernal. That is a serious issue.
Unless Cho'Gath is able to pick it up. They got 3 people that could rotate that direction.
No, I was meaning that with Shyvana down, there's a potential for them to rotate to the Drake right now before the enemy jungler spawns. Still 26 seconds. They don't have vision on it. This is dangerous. But there are now pings from. Oh wow! Look at that damage coming through, and this is going to be secured by Velkush and his team.
Yeah, shouldn't be an issue. Grab that one. Infernal and Drake evened up between these 2 teams, and this is where you have to look at the compositions and say, you know what? Vigar is massive, but if they can assassinate him, there's still a chance that Cho'Gath Eats the World could win this game. It's slim. There's not much of one, but they don't have any inhibitors down yet. Which means they can still leave the base, they can still look for teamfights, they can still look to get those CC chains, and I don't know why the camera is focusing on all of these recalls. I'm not really sure what was going on with that, but that's cool. We'll watch a couple recalls, and then with the Baron buff, 4 members of League of Hunters going to push down the mid lane.
Yeah, the big thing.
Bandage shots from Amumu goes in. He does that ultimate, hasn't used this yet, and he's gone already. Sane and Butters is low. Sion comes slamming in, trying to burn down. He gets the Q. That's going to be the carry, taking out one of the carries, but Vigar is still alive. Shyvana ulting in as well. Xerath off to the side trying to do what he can. 50k extremely low. Sion wants and a couple auto attacks to take Morgana out. Instead, they're allowing for the backside flashes in the ult as well, but only gets one tentacle slam. There's the other one dropping down onto the Xerath. He's extremely low, trying to escape. Velkish getting some good burn on the flowers of Edo. Tentacle slam's not going to quite be enough, and the rest of the members of Cho'Gath Eat the World just get back to their own fountain as League of Hunters take down one Nexus turret. They can turn onto the next Nexus turret, though P2K is extremely low. They're all blinking a little bit of red. Are they going to back away? Tuko Air wants this. They get the Nexus turret, trading Vygar's life for it. They're going to back away. Now it is double inhibitors open and Nexus free for the picking.
All right, this is their game to lose at this point. They need to group bot lane, knock down the third inhibitor, and just spam laugh as the Baron-empowered minions crush down the Nexus. That's all they've got to do at this point. Oh, or just drop one of those things. Zerat portal.
Sion says, I'll go hunting it down. Finds it. We'll be able to clear it up. No Baron, no Drake. We can check in on what the next Drake is. It is going to be that Elder Drake. Obviously, we're better in the hands of League of Hunters. If a team fights one from Cho'Gath, despite however small it could be, they may be able to pick up the Elder Drake when it spawns next and make use of it. So far, League of Hunters pretty spread out. It's actually a good opportunity for Cho'Gath to try to get some picks, but they are grouping towards the mid lane.
I have to say I like the Abyssal Mass pickup from the Vygar. He will infinitely scale. If he farms minions, he gets more AP. He doesn't necessarily have to go into it, but he's not going to get one shot by the Xerath, which is possible from far range, and he can continue what he's been doing in the fights. There's been this constant game of cat and mouse between the mid laners there, because Velkush knows if Vygar gets close and stuns him, he's dead.
Alright, so it looks like a fight maybe breaking on the bottom side, but keep an eye on the Shyvana. She's running around the top
for the Nexus.
side. There's no minions in. Everyone trying to defend now, moving back here. She got the CG rod. That's some serious disrespect. As in the bottom side, the engage is going to happen from League of Hunters.
She's holding
trying
three
to push
members
down in the inhibitor turret. Graceful tank is extremely low. Will be able to walk away safe for the moment as Tuko Air is continuing to burn the turret down. The ultimate from the Xerath will not push anyone back. The tower's already gone. The inhibitor up next on the menu. That should be falling as well. Insane Butters. One skill shot drops to that one. The Xerath just eradicates him off the map. But Vygar can do the same. This is where we have to watch as the Lowy goes in. Only be able to get you a move. All the stuns are up for the moment. Sion here trying to get the stuns as well. That's going to be only 3 red health bars for as the Xerath comes out of the map, or out of the fountain, and Shyvana straight onto the Nexus. Vygar there as well, and the game will be won by League of Hunters, tying it up 1-4-1 in the finals, best of 5.
Whew. That was a game. And more importantly, it is now 1-1, Jake. I don't know if I can handle many more of those, dude.
Well, the teams are going to reset, switch sides, and we will be right back into game number 3 in just a minute. Thank you for hanging out, Lord Reese, coming back in and joining us. We will be right back to game number 3. Hang on, don't go anywhere.